Buenos dias. Okay, time for my daily live stream. How to turn your passion into a profit. So rather than talking about your penises, I'm going to talk about something that'll probably directly relate to your penis. It is how can you make more money doing something that doesn't make you want to kill yourself. So I'll just tell you a little bit about my story. So for many, many years, I had a condition, and that condition is called factotum. Factotum means many jobs, many, many, many jobs. What did I do? My very first job was in a Pizza Hut when I was 15 years old, flipping pizzas. And I see someone's watching. Say hi in the chat if you're here. I was flipping pizzas, and I quickly got fired from that job because I sucked at it. I had absolutely zero passion about flipping pizza. But I also had my rent covered because I lived with my mom. So I didn't have a strong need to make money other than for a little bit of money to spend on some marijuana with my friends, my 15-year-old buddies, right? Why did I need a job? I had a house, I had food, I had a mom to take care of me. So I got fired. My next job was a bit more pertinent because I was 17 or 16 years old, and I decided I like girls. And in order to date girls, I needed money. So I got a job, and I wanted to play in a band. And in order to get a guitar, I needed to save about $500 to get an amp and guitar. So I got a job as a dishwasher. I got a job as a dishwasher for minimum wage, and I worked in a Greek restaurant with a bunch of angry assholes. If you've ever worked in restaurants before, you'll know that restaurants are full of angry assholes. I did that for about a year, and I bought a guitar, and I started learning how to play guitar. And then I moved across the province to Vancouver and worked with my father installing hot water tanks and heating furnaces. And I did that for like 2 years with my father, and it was really good learning experience. But I hated working with my dad because he was insane and his ego was out of control, and he had a really bad temper. So after 2 years of that, I quit. And from there, I went on to working at warehouses, gas stations. I worked as a busboy. I worked in factories. I worked in a record store. I did door-to-door sales. I moved to Montreal, and out there I did telephone sales for Visa. I sold accident insurance. Man, I had like so many jobs. And you know what happened at every one of these jobs I had? I even worked as a music journalist, which wasn't paying all my rent, but it was something I enjoyed at least. After about a year at each one of these jobs, I would take these jobs because I thought they'd be easy money. I didn't want to have to work hard. I wanted to live life. But these jobs would eventually drain my soul, and I would just become miserable. And going to work, I would start to dread it. I would start to just waking up in the morning, I would feel this impending, like, why am I doing this? Do I even need money? Would it be better to be a homeless hobo and just travel around like a bum than to go to this job that bores the hell out of me? And the last job that I had was actually working as a installation technician. Wasn't the last job I had. That's not true. I was installing big screen TVs for people. No, after that, I went to Montreal. No, what did I do after that? God, I've had so many jobs. And now what do? I write articles about dating, and I help guys to, I don't know, do I help you guys? Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to nobody, writing all these articles, publishing all these books, making these videos. I'm just another piece of content in the content mill, which is fine. That's the way it is. But what do I do now? Now I am sort of a life coach / dating coach, pickup expert. I'm trying to get out of the pickup thing because pickup is not my hobby anymore. I'll be honest with you guys. I have very little passion for pickup anymore. Like next to none. Sometimes I like flirting with women, and sometimes I'll go on dates with them, but I don't think about it. I don't read about it. I don't study it. I don't watch TV shows about it. I don't watch YouTube videos about pickup. I barely talk to other pickup guys except when it comes to making money, and I really don't give a shit about pickup. But I am passionate about helping people achieve their goals and achieve their dreams. I don't really care about your penis, but I like if your goal is to get your penis inside the wormhole, the nice pink hole, get yourself a girlfriend, then I'm totally down to help you with that. That's what I enjoy doing. So I'm going to tell you how I turned my passion at the time, which was helping guys to hook up with girls to pick them up off the street or out of bars or whatever. What a fucking weird job. I turned that into an income that's provided for me for 12 years. So I was writing. I like to write. Writing is one of the things I enjoy doing. And I was writing on these forums. I went out last night and I approached 27 girls. Only 18 told me to fuck off. And I would post this on the internet on these forums. Now the forums are mostly dead except for girlschase.com. I think they're like the last forum. Now everybody's on WhatsApp groups. And maybe they're texting this shit. I don't know. But I wrote really, really big, what we called field reports. And these field reports were very detailed. Like, what did I do last night? Who did I talk to? What did I learn? What were my epiphanies? What did I say? What did they say? Who did I touch? And eventually, after a while, I started actually hooking up with these girls from the bars. I started getting laid, and I come home and I'd be like, lay report. And I'd write my lay report, and all the men on the forums would go, oh, you're amazing. You should write a book. And this guy that I wrote for, he kept asking me to publish. He kept asking me if he could publish my articles on his newsletter, and I would. And then one day, a guy named Eric, a friend of mine named Eric, he's an internet marketer. He said, Tony, why are you giving away all of this for free? You're obviously passionate about it. You enjoy talking about it. You like helping people. Why don't you make your own blog and write about it there? And at least you'll make some money one day from it. And I thought, hey, that's a good idea. How do I make a blog? But I don't know how to make a blog. This is where most guys stop when they think of an idea. Like maybe you love camping and fishing. Oh, but you could never make money from that. If you want to start a charter company to take people out on fishing trips or something like that, you'd be in the wilderness all the time. Like I would love that job, actually. Maybe I should think about that. But what happens is your ego tries to predict the future, and it goes, yeah, but I don't have money to buy a boat. I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. And that's what I was doing. And Eric said, shh, I will make your website for you and teach you how to blog. What? So there's an old saying called, if you build it, they will come. Do you know how many guys have come to me over the years and been like, Tony, I would love to do what you do. Teach me. And I said, well, what have you done so far? Well, I read this book and that book, and I watched this video and I watched that video, and what have you done? What have you created? How far have you gone down this path to making that passion into a profit generating system? Well, I'm talking to you for advice. Okay, so I have a marketer friend, Markety Mark. He came to me and he met me, and when we were traveling, we both ran into each other in Mexico. And do you know how many people go, oh, Tony, I would love to work with you. I'd love to do a project with you or make a product. And I go, oh, awesome. What have you done? Well, you'd be my first. See, the reason that I'm able to transition from one project to another project and turn my passions like travel, dating, writing into money is because by the time I meet the right people that can help me get to the next step, I've already done so much. Right. And when I meet somebody, I can look and go, look, I've written multiple books about dating. I've got a YouTube channel about dating. I've got a blog with millions of words, hundreds or thousands of articles. Let's work together on this thing. Sure. And I asked Mark, what have you done? And he showed me, well, I created this product and I worked for this guru. And I ran all his emails and I've been doing this and I know exactly how to do that. And I said, oh, great. Let's do something together. So Eric, he said, I'll help you. And he created a WordPress site for me and he taught me how to blog. That was like really a gift. That was a gift that he gave me. But you see, I built it. And when you build it, they will come. They will come into your life. Guys that come to me with zero experience with women, virgins. And they say, okay, I want to know exactly what to say to women so that I can approach them. Like, well, how many women have you approached? None. Because I don't know what to say. Or they're looking for a wingman. And they go on the forums, looking for a wingman. Please be my wingman. Let's go out and Sarge together. Nobody wants to hang out with that person. Why? Because they've done nothing. They're just asking someone to give them a start. A lot of coaches will not take newbies because we don't want to be the person pushing them to do the most basic steps, which is to just move your feet and go talk to a woman on the street or in a bar or a party, right? We don't want to do that. But if a guy comes and he says, well, you know what? I approached like 50 times last month and I didn't get a date. What am I doing wrong? Oh, awesome. Yeah, I totally want to work with that guy. That is one guy that I can get results for. I can get results for any newbie as well, but it's going to take a lot more time because they have so much bullshit stopping them from making progress. Just the ego, blah, blah, blah. But I have to do this and I have to do that. And what if she says this? And what if people see me? And excuses, excuses, excuses. This is why most men will be stuck in jobs that they hate until they die. Broke and lonely. So how do you turn a passion into profit? First, are you passionate about anything? Now you got to look at value. I was watching a Dan Locke video about this, and he was talking about this, and he said, okay, you can be passionate about flipping burgers. Maybe you love working the barbecue. It's not hard to get a job flipping burgers, is it? Like, you could go out and whatever country you're in right now, whether that's Afghanistan or Canada, you could go get a job flipping burgers, but you're going to make minimum wage because anybody can flip a burger, right? There's a reason why I can charge $250 an hour to talk to someone over Skype. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to this, you know, that would really help me out because if you want to see more videos, you're going to have to do that. And I also give away a free coaching session for the first time. If no one's had one before, just click on that link, that tonyd.youcanbook.me link, and I will get on the phone with you for 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, and coach you for free. Okay. So do you know what you're passionate about? So many guys, I go, okay, what are your hobbies? I don't know. Right? Okay, but maybe you're a rapper, for example. I know a lot of rappers for some reason. They're rappers and they think, well, you know, I'd love to be like the biggest rapper in town. Great. So what are you doing with your rap? Well, I make lots of raps. What do you do with them? Well, I'm still getting ready. I'm still learning. How long have you been learning? 5 years. When's the last time you played a show? When's the last time you got on stage in front of a crowd of people or even did an open mic and said, yo, I'm a rapper. Here's my shit. Here's my album that I created. It's got 12 songs. Each song is 3.5 minutes long. Here's the art I got made. Boom. Here's a t-shirt. I'm selling the t-shirt. Here's the gig dates I have lined up all across the country that I saved flipping burgers for a year so I could go on tour. That's not going to make you rich. That might not pay you. But you know what? If you did that for 2, 3, 4 years, some label, if you're good at it, they're going to look at you and go, you know what? Let us take care of all that for you so you can focus on making music. We're going to book your tours. We're going to create and sell your merchandise, and we're going to promote you so you can focus on making your art, right? That's how you can do it because it's not because you're a person who's talented at rapping isn't just discovered because they rap in their bedroom. They've created something already. The reason why I can do what I do as a living is because I've already created it from years of just an hour a day, 1 hour a day, sitting down. How to get a girlfriend tomorrow. How to get laid in a bar next day. Things women hate about men. Things women love about men. And I do that every day. And it was just, I wanted to do it. And then later on, I started asking for money. I said, I'll come to your city for like $600 and teach you. And it became my money. What can you do this with? Anything, literally. The thing is though, if you're trying to do something that a lot of people want to do, it's harder, right? Like my travel YouTube, for example. I have a travel YouTube, Tony's Travels. I'm now at about 810 subscribers. It took me 8 months, 100 subscribers a month to get there. Why? Probably because there are so many freaking travel bloggers. I don't see this as a career. It was just an experiment, and I'm still doing it. But if I was, say, like making a YouTube channel about how to laminate porcelain baby dolls if you live in Peru, this is like such a niche, right? There's nobody doing that. So I'm probably going to be like a fast growing channel. So what you want to do is look at your passions and think, is this something I can teach? Is it a service I can sell? What could I do with this passion? And if you don't have a passion, you better find one. Maybe your passion is talking to women and trying to get girls. Maybe you could be a dating coach. Have you tried it? Have you tried teaching someone else how to approach women? So many guys come to me, oh, I want to be a dating coach. Great. Can you write me a blog post, 1,000 words? Go. Come back to me with 1,000-word blog post. Well, I'm not really a writer. Okay, can you make me a YouTube video just teaching somebody something, inspiring somebody? Well, not really. I don't really know how to do that. What do you want to do? Oh, I just want to work for you and teach. I don't care what you say you can do as an employer. I care about what you have done. That's why employers want people with experience. Say you want to get a job with IBM, like Chase used to work for IBM. If you just go there and say, I want to work for you. No, what have you done? Maybe you've coded some crazy app that did pretty well on its own. Maybe you created a video game or something like that. You work for another company. You have to start today producing results and whatever it is you decide that you might want to make money doing one day. If that's to be a rock star, you got to put out an album. If you want to be a sports celebrity, you want to be the next Kobe, you better start playing some goddamn games and getting them at least on the internet. Nobody's going to discover you. You will never be discovered. You have to become discoverable if you want that to happen. And the only way to become discoverable is by producing content, producing results, having something you can show the world. Hey, I already did this. Say you want to start a clothing company and you think, I'd like to make hats. You go around telling people, I want to make hats. I want some money for an investment in my hat company. Nobody cares. But if you say, hey, I used to do pants, and look, I have a whole range of pants that I did on my own. I funded it myself. I created the pants. Here's my sales. I want money to create 10,000 hats. Sure, someone's going to pay you because they've seen that you actually do it. You've actually done something. Nobody wants to invest in somebody who hasn't completed what they've started in the past. It's okay if you've let things go, but you got to have something to show the world. Hey, I've already done this, and they're going to support you. With my travel channel, for example, or even this channel or my blog, the only reason people keep coming back is because they see I keep putting out content, right? So on Tony's Travels, I have 60 videos. When I had 10 videos, people would look and they might watch one and like it, but they wouldn't come back because they didn't expect me to make more. But when someone comes to my channel and they see I have 60 videos and current videos every week, they subscribe. They subscribe because they know that I'm walking the walk. That's what you need to do. You need to walk your walk and talk your talk. Don't just talk bullshit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Do it. And you will be able to make money doing it one day. I guarantee it. But you have to do it properly. If you want to be a travel consultant, you can't just travel. You need to write a blog about traveling or get someone else to do it. You need to show that you've created this infrastructure already. So when you go to an employer or somebody that you want to invest in you, You say, hey, look, I've already done this. I've already been around the world and created this travel blog and travel channel. I would be a great journalist for you. I would be a great travel consultant. And that's how you can start making money. The technical aspect of how to make money, that's another story. We can talk about that later. I'm just talking about how you can take your passion and turn it into profit. The big takeaway I want you guys to have is that you need to finish something to show the world, because no one's going to discover you. No one. Until you're worth discovering. All right. Till tomorrow. Adios.